Yeah, so like if you go back to the summary page and then hit the edit item under vigilante, you might have to adjust it in there.
Details, changes. Yeah, I've seen this screen before. Where is it? Hmm.
Hmm. Slightly frustrating, but it's whatever.
Trying to get the interface to look the way you want it to look.
Yeah, like it's an alpha channel image, but and so therefore it shouldn't have like a background, but yet it has a big ass black background covering up everybody else. Even though it's alpha channel, it's not supposed to do that. Everybody else's is working fine, but mine isn't. And they're all the same format and everything. So it doesn't really make
Hmm.
sense why it's deciding to do this. But there's no fixing it.
Can you change it so it's in the background compared to like the other ones? You know what I mean? Like send it to the back of the pile.
Well, because I'm so small, I would just be behind everybody. But I
Oh,
could.
oh yeah, yeah. 'Cause now I'm thinking, yeah, because you put the taller characters in the back.
Right.
Yeah. Huh.
I don't know. Maybe it'll load correctly tomorrow, but not today. It's
Well,
fine.
I wanted to get home earlier today so I could like review something from the last campaign, but didn't get
Yeah.
as much review as I wanted. So hopefully I don't disrupt continuity too much, but we'll see. It might
Yeah,
not even
sorry,
come
I
up.
didn't even get the video up. I guess you could have just watched Fluffy's
Oh, no,
link
no, I
if
was
you needed
watching the
to.
last campaign. I was watching, or not the last campaign,
You
two
mean of your
campaigns ago,
game
technically.
or
Yeah,
not?
I was watching
Yeah.
the Karamaga Expeditionary Force campaign
Oh, okay.
because
Oh,
there was an event that
yeah.
happened in that campaign that I was like, I want to try to make sure that I'm like staying consistent with what happened there. Um, but like I said, it's something that I don't even know if it'll come up, but it could because there's some stuff in that um particularly like the stuff involving that happened right around when you guys encountered Pedriarch for the two times you guys did that like
Hmm.
probably might become relevant in this campaign. Some of it already has, so um yeah. So I was like I want to review some of that stuff, so I was able to figure out what for like right around like 54 um 54 55, that around that area for the second time you guys dealt with him. And then much earlier the first time, but because there was a bit of some side quest stuff that happened after you guys all died, or half of you died to a demi lich. Spoiler alert for those that haven't seen that campaign yet. No, actually, I think everybody that's here right now was there for that campaign.
Yay.
The only people who are missing right now are the people that weren't there for that campaign. So, oh no,
Mm-hmm.
Derek's
Okay.
here. I
No
see him.
spoilers.
I see him now. I didn't hear him connect to the channel, but I see him in the channel now. So,
Hello.
hey, what's up?
I got stuck in traffic.
It's all good. It's all good. I was just complaining that I got home late too, because I had to stay an extra half hour.
Yeah, no, I had a driver complaining about something stupid. So
Yeah, it's all good. Do you have your level up done to level 3? If not, get
let
working
me
on
look.
that, and probably won't need anything from the level up immediately because the first bit's going to be talking anyway. There's a chance it ends up being a very talky session anyway, but I don't know. It depends a lot on what you guys do.
Yeah, makes sense.
Um, but yeah, recap. basically all of last session was dealing with trying to investigate those the fires that were happening in the um out in the farms, and you guys pretty much, at least for now, it seems like that's been taken care of, right? Like you basically you went there, you guys also decided to follow up on the lead about the people, like the strange people on the islands that nobody like knew who they were, and they seemed like they were speaking a language and nobody could understand. And you guys did find evidence of them. Um, like you went and tracked them a bit with the help of the huntsman, and but the trail you ended up getting to a spot where like your trail ran cold, and it was kind of like, well, we could kind of try to keep going in the direction they were going, but it was kind of becoming tenuous at that point. So um, you guys kind of stopped following that. But there is definitely something there. Um, so you guys end up going back in town, and the so-called like demons that were described attacked again, and it turned out they were actually fire mephits. But um, you fought them off, and you went and got Laszlo to help basically close the portal. He did like a ritual you guys helped him with, and um, portal closed up, and nothing's hasn't appeared to have like reopened. And during like the next, like the whole rest of the next day, and seems like it's for now been dealt with. Um, and Yeah, you guys were kind of told like, okay, well, if you guys go back to um, Cassie's manor, like he'll give you a reward for like putting a stop to that. So that's kind of like where we left off. Is you guys were, um, I assume at least you guys were going to go back and you know,
Well,
see if Gonquil's back, because he left to go. That was the other thing that happened, is he left to go research, because you guys gave him like, we know who the dragon is, or at least we know his name, and so he went to go like find some more information on that.
we
Um,
also, I don't think we ever figured out exactly why it was happening, did we?
you mean why the fire methods were showing up? No,
Yeah.
no, you guys.
So,
The portal was up in the air, so it was a little bit awkward to get through. And nobody tried going through it. You guys just closed it. So
Oh,
maybe
too
if
bad I
somebody
wasn't
had
there because
like,
I totally would have.
you would have been wanting to go in there.
Oh yeah, I'm a ball of havoc.
It was
But
sketchy for sure.
everyone else was like, yeah, I don't like the idea of that. Let's just get it closed.
Yep.
Dang it, missed opportunity.
So yeah, the portal got closed, and um yeah, no more fire methods. But yeah, you don't know why the fire methods were showing up and why they were just setting fields on fire. Like, you don't know if it was tied to those people that you found out there or not either. That they're out there, but just nobody. You guys haven't actually seen them yet. There's only been like two people that have seen them. But again, you guys saw evidence of it. You saw them. The evidence you guys did see, like one of them was one of the pieces of evidence, I guess, was that there was like a carving um, in like a tree where somebody like carved their name, but they carved their name and it was like Aslanti characters. It looked like Aslanti writing, basically.
Yep. I think two of us speak Azlanti,
I think that's
Mm-hmm.
right.
because I know I do.
I think
Yeah, I do.
you do, and I think Vandiers
Uh,
does, right? Is that the other person that does, or was
or
it
maybe it
Shazra?
isn't me.
Yeah,
Maybe it
I
is too.
thought it was Ron.
I think it's Vandier that does.
Anyways, we saw Azlanti name that was interesting, and we didn't recognize the name with our knowledges, I believe.
Yeah, it was Bren the Orc Hunter who you guys interacted with, that saw them and kind of like helped you guys track them a little bit.
Where are her languages?
On this,
Oh, I found
I'm.
them.
It's in the big table.
Oh no, I do speak Aslanti.
Everyone's like, Azanti was so cool last campaign. Let's all take it.
I
That's
mean,
what I thought at least.
I think my campaign document also referenced Aslanti as well. Like one of the campaign traits gives you
Oh,
to
did
you
it?
as a
Okay.
bonus language. I think. I don't think anybody
It
took that
wouldn't make
trait.
sense for my character to know it.
Yeah, but I think I did mention it in there. Like, I think like the Pathfinder one was saying like you're going there because you heard there might be Aslanti ruins there. So
Okay, so we're gonna go to the manor.
yeah, maybe as you guys are doing, you see Efoot who is feeling better. Meet, meets
Oh,
up
I
with you
wasn't
guys.
with them? Oh, they're lucky.
Yeah, I said you were like not
Oh, they're
feeling
so
well, so
lucky.
you were like cooped up in your room.
Yeah, anytime you
stayed
want to
in.
run me, just, do chaos. Like, anytime the GM just wants to bait the players into something, she's the perfect one
Just
to do
have
it.
her be the one to do it. Yeah, when you're not there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm
Um,
feeling better. I'm over my
Oh, good.
seasickness. It took
yeah,
days.
your seasickness came back. It's like
I hear
like
that
how
happen sometimes.
it's like how there's long COVID. It's long seasickness.
Yeah.
Where you're having recurring effects from the seasickness, even though it was a while ago.
PTSD. I hear the ocean, on the side, so.
True, the hotel or the inn you guys are staying at is right by the ocean, so sometimes like I can hear it through the window. All right, so you guys head back towards the manor then.
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
As you do, you get there and they have like a guard posted out there, and you ask like what, like he recognizes you. But he says, what business you have? You looking for going cool? I don't think he's back yet.
Oh, we're here to tell him about the whatchamacallit, the burnings in the fields.
Very good. I'll let you in then. Casimir will probably want to hear about it.
Yep.
All right, he lets you in. He probably escorts you actually um, into the manor through this whole like garden area over here in front of it, and into the foyer, which has like the two staircases going up there.
Yeah, that's right.
So he goes in there and he kind of just goes to the foyer and like passes you off to someone else, says like go get or basically tells them to like go find Casimir. Um, so you guys kind of just wait in the foyer for a little while, but uh, yeah, Casimir does come out. Do I have a picture for Casimir uploaded? I definitely have one. I just don't know if I uploaded it. I don't see it here. All right, so I'm about to upload it, but there's my Casimir picture. All right, might have to zoom in a bit to see it, but that's what Casimir looks like. And he comes out. He says, "I
Oh,
heard you
nice
have
beard.
news about the fire methods."
Yeah, that's what they were. Someone told you?
Indeed. Well done on getting that portal closed. I heard all about it. I was hoping you'd come by.
Who told you?
One of the people at the farm told one of my guards who told me.
All right.
And then I told you.
I was hoping to come by though, because such bravery deserves a reward.
Dang it, I missed out. I
I
don't get a
used to.
reward.
You can just pretend you were there.
No.
But yeah, he kind of like he's like, "Ah, I remember when I was your age. I used to be an adventurer too. I know how these things go." He kind of like turns. He says, "Come this way. I need to find you something." He kind of leads you um further in on the bottom on the ground floor, and as he's walking, he's like, "What sort of thing you guys would you want? Are you the kind that just like money, or
There's
you
nothing wrong
looking
with money, but
for magic items?"
He wants an
I
education.
like
Can you give
magic
him that?
items.
He wants a what now?
Education.
A magic education. Yes, definitely.
spell books would suffice.
Afraid I don't have a lot of those. Yes,
Uh,
but Gongold has a bunch. But I'm afraid I don't think I could gift you any of those, especially when he's not here right now.
Aw.
How about some scrolls?
Scrolls, yes, I might have some of those I could give you. And he kind of leads you into like this
Eastwood, I
room
can tell
that's
that you're feeling better. You're speaking for me, so I mean, good to hear you.
So
he kind of takes you to like an inside room, like a one of those rooms that would have no windows at the very center of the house, and it has like a lock, a bunch like a really elaborate lock on it and everything. Like basically, you can tell it's a vault. He takes you to a vault, and he gets it open, and yeah, and you see inside there's like a whole bunch of like uh there's a whole bunch of like money and gems, and um there's like some weapons and armors that are like on in like display cases and whatnot. Like you can tell like it's kind of like it's a vault slash trophy room.
Okay.
Um and he asks you, "Is anything catch your mind or catch your eye?" And out of character, this would be the point where if there's anything you want, can make a soft request like, I want to. Oh, I like that
A
short
plus
sword.
5, no.
Yeah, it can't be that specific, but I mean something in general. If you're like, "Oh, that scroll catches my eye," or whatever, that scroll case catches my eye. That sword catches my eye, something like that. Because I can give you probably 3 or 4 things from my vault here.
3 or 4 things.
Maybe
Um,
even one for each of you.
Huh.
who's the melee people? That Swarmbane clasp catches my no.
I'll have
For
to talk with
me,
Grim for next time he's back. See if there's anything that he'd want.
I
Out
would
of
probably.
character is
this is in the
something.
loot sheet.
No, there won't be anything. Well, not yet. I'll probably. I can put it in the loot sheet. Out of character,
Okay.
anything worth roughly 2,000 gold or thereabouts. So like a +1 weapon you can get.
Per
Or like,
person?
yeah, per person.
Okay.
Casimir is very generous.
Yeah, this is very generous.
As you're looking around, he says, I hope that you're planning to stick around here for a little while, perhaps, and deal with other problems that could come up in a small settlement such as this."
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I suppose while we're helping my uncle here, we could assist.
Um, it's not really worth 2K. I feel like I'm shorting myself, but I feel like I want or we need a wand of cure light wounds.
I have one.
Oh, you have one. Okay, never mind then.
Um, That
Or space, you
headband,
can take
that looks
gems.
very nice.
That
That intelligence headband.
Ooh, yes.
I'm
Yeah,
inspecting it.
you can have that strange talking rabbit.
Yeah.
Ooh, this ring of protection's pretty.
Man, I sure like that cloak of resistance that's hanging on that coat rack.
It's probably worth
Yeah.
1,000 gold. That was gonna be my option, but like, I should probably
You
get something
can-
worth closer to 2.
As you can see, this cloak of resistance has a very fancy brooch worth 1,000 gold pieces.
Hey, let's go.
Is that items we're getting now, or we're working for them?
You get them.
No, we're getting him now
Okay,
for dealing
okay.
with
He's
the
giving
fire
them to you
methods.
also under the understanding you guys are going to stick around in town for a little while and maybe
Yeah,
help
these
him
are
with
gonna
some other
help
stuff.
us.
Yeah, like he's thinking like it's going to be useful to have a group of adventurers hanging out in here, so I'm going to give him some stuff. But also you guys did help him a lot. Like he's been getting all sorts of complaints about this fire method stuff. Of course they were telling him demons back then, but
Wait a minute. Okay, Pluto timeout. Headbands are 4,000, not 2,000.
oh well then I'm sorry that this headband is something else. It's
I'll,
You
I'll,
can have half
I'll be
of it.
honest with you, even though you already said yes. I was thinking it was 2,002 for some reason.
this is a +1 headband.
Oh no. Um. Dang, Ring of Protection's like one of the only good like standard items, right?
Like big 6 items?
Yeah.
You are like a +1 weapon, but that doesn't do you much good.
I was gonna say I'm also a rabbit, so I'm like, could I wear
Rabbit.
boots? Maybe on my back 2 feet. They would shrink to fit me, right?
Is your gear
Yeah.
transmogged?
What gear?
Wondrous
I'm a
items
psychic.
shrink to fit.
Yeah, I don't actually have any weapons or armor.
So yeah, if you got like a ring or boots or whatever, you'd be able to wear them.
Yeah, okay. I thought so. I just wasn't sure if they would shrink like
You get a
this
belt
small.
of heavy load and let you carry stuff.
No,
Muleback cords.
I want something useful here.
If you get muleback cords, it triples your carry capacity. So you'd be able to carry like 20 pounds or something.
I don't
Amazing.
think that's the play.
See, what is your carry capacity? It can't be very high.
Yeah,
It's listed higher than I think it actually is.
you think?
Let's see here. Where does it list it? On here. Does it list it on here?
I'm looking.
It lists it as 13, but I think maybe that's correct. That might be
You can
correct.
get a buffering cap so you don't get crit.
Wait, it's only 13?
Yeah, it gets lower because when you're smaller, the smaller size you are, the lower
Oh
your
yeah, no.
carry
Sorry,
is.
I forgot that
That's
I
for a light load, of
have
course.
literally everything except for the wand on the dire rat.
Hmm.
That's why because I have like 10 flasks of acid because I'm paranoid.
Apparently, you have a 30-pound wizard's kit
That too.
that if
I
you were
gotta
carrying yourself,
feed this
you'd be
level, right? I gotta give
heavily
myself a
encumbered.
feed.
Let's see. Sorry, I'm going through
Yeah, I mean, worst
some of the
case,
A
items.
ring of
you just
protection
grab a.
+1 is exactly 2k. You can't go wrong.
I know, but like it's like the wizard thing of like why even go for AC when you're not gonna have any?
Why aren't you gonna have any AC?
I mean, I have a size bonus.
Yeah, your AC is probably
I
like
mean, you
not
could
bad
still
actually.
get hit.
Like
Yeah.
any AC is good.
Up to a point. But I don't know, I guess I kind of just wanted to find something that's
We're still at the
not
level
something you
2
usually
where
get.
like we're not
They're not
at
rolling
level
40s.
yeah, we're not at level 12 Pathfinder or something yet. We're like
It's not a
Yeah.
Mantis game.
it's not a
It's
Mantis
not a
game.
Mantis game. You still have over 60% shot if you put some AC on.
I
True.
joked about that, but I don't think Mantis has actually TPK'd a party yet.
No, Mantis ain't that bad. I think we just give him hell for.
Well, no.
Mantis doesn't
Whenever
TK
he would
TPK a
TPK, he
party.
makes them go away
Yeah,
or solves it for the players.
he'll insta
That's
kill a
true,
character
yeah.
though.
I think we have had some
Does
combats that would have been
Ekigro show up
TPK'd,
and save
but
everybody?
he's had the NPCs like run off or like
Where he fudge numbers.
or they let off the gas a little bit. To be fair, I might have done the same thing, but unfortunately, Whale the Banshee or whatever, the Demolich's Whale of Banshee like ability doesn't work that way. Once he uses it, it's that's it. But yeah. To be fair, I didn't think you guys were gonna go straight to the Demilich. I thought you guys were gonna
Yeah.
explore like
What?
on
Don't
the
you
ground
know us?
floor and a little bit more and whatnot, but I don't know. Sometimes you guys are like,
Straight
I don't know.
to.
That is
Straight
kind of the thing. Like a lot of times, if you guys can avoid doing something, you guys will just like, all right, let's not do that. Like closing the portal instead of going through it. Like I should have seen that coming, but I was like, oh, they're gonna go through the portal.
Oh, you really thought we were gonna go through it?
Well, if Efoot was there, you would have.
Yeah, you guys might have. Yeah,
At least Efoot would have. By herself. But still.
It was also up in the air.
Yeah, but I mean, you guys could just got a ladder or something.
Lean the ladder against the portal?
Yeah. Just have someone hold it. Like, I don't know. There's lots of ways. It wasn't. I didn't anticipate that would it being like 12 feet in the air, whatever, be enough. You guys would be like, well, shit, we can't reach it. I give up. Just close it.
I don't know. It never crossed my mind to go into it. I was just like, that sounds really scary. I don't want to go in
Well,
there.
it sounds like death.
Nope.
I was shocked because I was like, what? They're not gonna go in? Okay, all right. That's how we're playing today.
You should have had somebody they really wanted to talk to go through the portal and they saw a glimpse of it. So now they're like, did I just see Joe
Oh, like
go through the
somebody
portal?"
somebody like that they really want to talk to follow the methods through it.
Yeah. And then they're like, well, I don't know.
Like a farmer like somehow runs, he's like, I'm gonna get them, and he chases them in there, and then someone's like, you gotta go save Joe.
Yeah, there you go.
He's going in way over his
How did I
head.
know you were going to do Farmer Joe? I don't know why. I just knew it was going to be Joe.
I mean, you'd have to be named Farmer Joe to want to
Yeah.
go through a portal 12 feet up in the air chasing a bunch of fire methods that, just one shot one of the pieces.
Joe
When you
had
truly think
screaming
about it,
boots.
it must be Joe.
That's
It's gotta
the
be
thing
Joe.
too. So also Grimm's character got crit hit by a scorching ray from one of these fire methods in the very first in the surprise
yeah.
move, actually.
Yeah.
So that probably
Ow.
colored their reactions a little bit. Like I think that might have been
Maybe.
part of why the party was like, yeah, fuck that. Like
Yeah, fuck that.
Well, I thought we were going to like some scary plane where who knows what we're gonna find there, and it like
oh yeah, you
obviously
totally were. It was
I
totally going
know
to a
that
scary
like you're
plane.
not gonna be like, here's a level of 15 CR creature for you to fight, but like I don't know.
No, I would have been like, I'm
It-
gonna do my best Mantis impression and have a level 15 like fire an Efrit or whatever, like the fire genies, and he'll be like,
Yeah.
I'm going to show off now. And you have him like kill one of the imps in front of you, just so I can like roll some really big dice and be like, meh, be intimidated.
Sounds like an adventure you
Blah,
could
blah,
have
blah.
had.
Intimidation.
Yeah, I mean now you guys will never know what was behind that.
Okay,
Never
Pluto, I have
know.
the answer.
Hey.
Finally. That handy haversack over there looks pretty good.
Oh yes, I used to get lots of use out of this. It is very good for storing things like potions and whatnot.
Yeah, I think I'll put it around my neck so that
Careful,
I can
he left an
carry
alligator in
things
there.
easier. Because it's so hard for me to carry things as a rabbit.
All right, here you go, strange talking rabbit. You have this 5-pound backpack.
Wait. Oh, it's magical. It's wondrous. So it like shrinks down to the rabbit size. Oh my god, it's
But
so
it still
cute.
has but it still has
That
like
is
the
adorable.
A rabbit with a
5 pounds.
backpack.
He's a rabbit with a backpack, yeah.
let me ask this question then. How do I get like a flask of alchemist fire into it if it's bigger than the bag? Or is it not? Maybe it's not that small, I guess.
It probably shrinks into it when you try to put it in there, or like the opening of it like grows
It warps
to
it.
like and like sucks it in. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. That's how I picture it
Wait,
working.
what size am I?
You're tiny, I think.
I think I'm tiny. Yeah, I'm tiny. I just found the field, so yeah. So I'll put my acid and my flasks of alchemist fire into the handy haversack,
Okay.
which I
And
don't know how
it's
much it holds, but it holds a lot, right?
a handy haversack. I don't remember
It holds
exactly
a
what it
decent
holds.
amount, but not like big things. Like you
But
can't
you know what
put
I
a
can do
long
for
sword
you
in there. You can't put big armor or anything in it.
is I can put it in the loot sheet
Yeah, I'm
for
looking
you.
at 2 side pouches. Each one can hold a quart of material. 20 pounds. So each of the side pouches can hold 20 pounds. The large central one can hold 80 pounds.
Oh, it's gonna be in the Wondrous
Dude, why
PF
did I
dash
not have
Wonder.
one of these on Whiz Pops? I was complaining about weight the entire game.
I don't know. I can't answer that for you. All right, let's put one of these in loot pile for you. There you go. There's a handy haversack.
Oh my god, and I can retrieve things as a move action. So I could like retrieve my flask as a move action that doesn't provoke, and then throw it with my standard action using my telekinesis
Yep.
thing.
Yep. And the handy haversack it always knows what you want to pull out of it.
Yeah,
So
it puts it at
immediately
top.
it puts it up at the top. Pretty nice. Pretty good item. He's
Yeah, this is
got
actually
he's
so
got a
perfect
few
for
of
me.
these, he's got a couple of these if other people want them.
No, I like this pretty ring. It's pretty. Reminds me of Amarcia.
Okay, you get a very pretty ring of protection +1. Is that what you're looking for with a
Yeah.
nice little sapphire inlaid into it?
Nice.
Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna be using like Mage Hand to throw flasks and things.
I can put that in the.
Oh, I already pulled it out of the.
Okay, so you don't need it then.
No.
Loot pile. This is amazing. Why is
What
it not
are
letting me click
what are
and
other people
drag?
thinking of getting?
You don't click and drag on loot sheet. You just click.
Oh, you
You
hit
just
the
hit the
loot button.
claim.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
there's a loot button.
Haha, thank you. Ron, did
Ooh,
you
right.
get your cloak or oh, and it had a brooch, right?
Oh yeah. Let me put that in the.
Oh,
What was
I already
that?
added my cloak.
You already
so
added
you
them
don't need
into
to put
your.
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
What was the fancy brooch? Was it just value?
It's just just value.
So this sapphire has
it's
been in the loot
basically.
pile for the last 3 sessions.
Oh, that's mine.
I think that was
Okay.
Efoot's. Yeah, Efoot's one that actually looted that, but
I
that
thought
was before
Sapphire
I
had
had.
2 Ps.
It might. I don't fucking
It
know.
does.
I
Okay.
don't know how to spell. Leave me alone.
It's a sap hire. You hire a sap.
Noted. I mean, I can change it. Let me go
Nah,
here.
that's fine.
It says sapphire. But yeah, no, that was something because back then I didn't have the loot sheet working yet. So
I
I
see.
can't seem. Wait, how do you grab the
You
item?
hit the diamond button.
I did, and nothing happened.
I
Unsure.
don't know. Unsure. I can't see it from here, so the only way I could see it is if I switched over to someone
So
else's account. But
wait, we're getting items?
yeah,
I'm
what do you want?
confused.
Anything worth about 2,000
We're
ish.
sort of.
Oh,
Yeah, basically something. If there's something you want specifically worth about 2,000, he'll give you that. Otherwise, he'll give you like 2,000 gold worth of like gems that you can sell. Gems are nice because you can sell them at 100% value.
I
That brooch
can't
counts as a gem,
grab
by the
it.
way, so you can sell that at 100% value. Yeah, you don't drag and drop. There's actually like a button you hit.
Yeah, I see the button next to Sapphire, and it switches over. You can even look at the screen for stream.
Oh yeah. You're streaming.
And
Of
it's
course.
not.
Let me look.
Like, I've spammed it, I've right-clicked it, I've opened it, I've tried to drag it.
Let me double check the permissions on the loot sheet. Maybe you don't have permissions for some
Should
reason.
be able to just hit the diamond.
I mean, we've said that, but it's not working.
I'm spam clicking it here.
Okay.
Can you
I
hear the
don't- I
spam
don't
clicking?
listen.
Yeah, no, here's something interesting because when I look at permissions, it has everybody listed on it with a check mark, but I don't even see your name listed. So that's very strange.
Did you add it
Um,
when Secret wasn't here?
No,
didn't
well,
give her
I added it when
permissions?
nobody was here because I did it
Oh.
during like during like a
were you on a
weekend or
map
something.
where her character wasn't there, though? I mean,
Maybe.
I don't
wonder if
see
that would
in
do
the I don't- in the players list. It doesn't show that she's controlling a sheet.
True. She doesn't have control of a sheet right now.
Oh, that's probably part of it. Okay, so let's see here. Well, that's weird though, because it says if I open the PC's folder, it shows eFoot there, owner secret. So that is very strange. Let's see. If I right click user configuration for secret. There we go. Maybe that'll do it.
Yep. Now it
I have
says
you
she is.
assigned now. So, and then if I go into here, okay, cool. Try it now, secret. That might have fixed it. If you need to like close the loot pile and reopen it or something, that might.
Yeah, I just tried that. It's not.
Huh.
I guess I could close my character sheet.
Worst case, for now at least, I can drag it to your onto your sheet. I have to like it's off by default being able to drag because when you drag it, it actually just copies it though.
Oh. Yeah, it's
But-
still not letting me do it.
Okay, well, I'll just drag it onto your inventory here, and then delete this one. All right, now it's on your sheet. I don't know. We'll play around with that some other time.
Yeah.
I do know it shows you in there under permissions now though, which it wasn't doing before. So I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things where like next time you log in, maybe it'll be fixed.
Maybe.
But yeah. So yeah, what does Shazra and Tactic want from this vault? And like I said, out of character, just you can just name something worth about 2,000 gold that you would want, and he'll probably have it. But if you don't want anything else, he'll just give you 2,000 gold in gems, which gems sell at a 1-to-1 value. You can sell them for full value. So, Ron, that brooch counts as a gem, by the way.
Okay, so 1,000 gold.
Yeah, you basically have 1,000 gold.
I don't know.
I'll just take a ring of protection.
Okay. Gives you a ring of protection as well. Looks a little different than the one eFoot got, but effectively does the same thing. If you'd like, I can put one in the loot sheet.
Sure.
Okay.
Does this thing auto update my health when you level up?
If you put, yeah, there's
think it
automatic
should.
and there's manual mode.
Cool.
Like one of the when you hit the level up button, I think there's a thing that asks you if you want to roll or manually put the health in.
Right,
So
but does it include the?
it should include the con, and I think there's an option in there for if you want the favorite class health bonus as well.
Yes.
I didn't see that when I did it, but I could probably just add it in there. I don't know, whatever. I gotta get my hero. See, I'm dreading installing Hero Lab because then I have to like remember what my username is, go find my keys.
Well, yeah, because I think technically the username's your key, and then the password's your email address or something, right?
I don't
I think
know.
that's how they do it, which is very strange, but
Either way, I just sign on to the website to retrieve my information if I have to. But like, I've changed my usernames and passwords kind of frequently. So it's always like a gamble. I'm using a password manager now, thank God, because it was just getting old. There came a point where I couldn't remember my passwords anymore because I kept changing them for security.
I know like my brother has for the way he does it. He has a notebook next to his computer that he writes
Yeah.
down them all in. I'm like, Dan,
Well,
that's what I should do. That's like the
That's
best security. Like the only way you can get it is
nobody's
if
gonna
you are
rob your
literally there.
house.
yeah.
Yep.
So if they take your
Like
computer,
if you're
they're like,
using a
they have this
password
notepad
manager,
to take with
if
them. They're like,
somebody hacks your
sweet.
password manager, you're fucked. But like,
Well, no,
yeah,
because you have to sign. Like, I use
well, they
NordVPN, which
usually
comes
put a
with
lot of
NordPass for free, and I have
yeah,
two different passwords. I have the NordPass to sign in, and then I have a master password,
yeah. It's got
and it
double
times you
authentication.
out every like 10 minutes or something. So you have to like re-put in that master password all the time.
Yeah,
I would hope it also has ways of doing multi-factor to your phone.
I mean, two passwords is already
Probably.
multi-factor
Yeah.
Well,
technically.
more
Technically.
multi-factor.
Three-factor, but yeah, it's
The tri-factor.
trifactor. Yeah. All right, so yeah, Cassie was like, "What do you want, little rat folk person?"
Ratfolk person.
Oh, oh, runs over to a little necklace. What's the amulet of natural armor?
Yes, a good
Hmm.
choice. I think those are 2,000 gold, right?
I
Yes,
think
Yep,
so.
they are.
I just looked it up.
That was my
Would
other
you like
option
me
if I
to
didn't
put
find anything else.
Would you like me to put one into the party sheet for you, or loot sheet for you?
Sure, why not?
Casimir, what's the loot sheet?
I will put it in the loot sheet for you.
It's so whatchamacallit. It's like what adventurers carry around, and they, when they want to look over the things that they've looted, they put it
They
on.
write it all
Yes,
down on
in
the sheet.
fact, here is our old
You
adventuring
unroll it.
party's loot sheet, and he pulls out a piece of parchment that's like
Ha ha!
really really long and has a bunch of shit crossed out
Who?
on it and
Yeah.
like illegible scribbles all over the
Oh,
place. Like
his
we
party.
we
That's
used this
awesome.
for a very long time. I think this is
Oh, let's see that.
technically our third loot sheet because the first two got unreadable. Yes, that's that's how I met Goncool, by the way. We used to adventure together. All right, there's an amulet of natural armor in the loot sheet. I think everybody's got theirs except for Malice.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Grim's not here, so like I said, I'll have to
Ooh.
message him.
I can inspire competence now.
Since you were so helpful with this, I don't suppose you've learned anything about those outsiders on the island, the strange ones that seem completely out of place.
Nope, I was
No.
sick.
The only thing suspicious we saw is we saw an Aslanti name written into a tree, like carved into it.
Ooh,
I don't
neat.
know if that would have something to do with them.
Very strange. The
Did you
Aslanti
take note
Empire
of what
used
name it
to
is?
be in this area. Perhaps they're ghosts or something then.
Perhaps, or perhaps we just happened to see a random Aslanti name on a tree.
Hmm.
Pluto,
Maybe
did the
it's
tree
not
look
random.
especially
What was
old?
the name?
Oh no. I mean it looked like it was pretty freshly carved in there.
Okay, so yeah. So yeah, it does seem suspicious because like who would be carving Aslanti stuff? So I'll tell him that, and I'll also tell him the name. I don't remember what the name was. Out of character.
I don't know if I actually gave you a name.
We read it, right?
Did
I
you
think
tell
we
the
did.
GM you made a copy of it?
I think I just told you it was an Aslanti name, but I don't think I actually told you the name.
I thought we did a knowledge roll to see if we knew who it was.
You did, and it wasn't anyone you recognized. You're right, yeah. So maybe I did give you a name, but yeah, I actually don't remember it either, and I don't have it here in
Okay.
my notes. So
So it's not
Okay.
important. That's all that we need to know.
I'll have to go back and let's pause for a
It
minute
But
so I
could
can go
be
back and
important.
watch
I'm
the
gonna
VOD.
make it important. Damn it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if I remember the name, I'll be like, yeah. Do you recognize this name? And he'll be like, no, I don't recognize it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't recognize the name either.
Okay. So it's not like some famous person, probably. 'Cause
Oh.
he probably knows a lot more about Aslanti history than I do.
I actually don't know much about Aslanti history, to be honest, though.
Oh, okay.
I don't think Marcia does either, so she probably wouldn't bring it up.
Like, I don't know anything that Marcia didn't know. She
Well,
taught me everything that was important
Well,
in life.
Marcia went to like the plane of brass and stuff like that, and she told Efoot like all her adventures and stuff. But I don't think it had anything to do with Aslantes.
yeah, Marcia was mostly did like that was the what was it Legacy of Fire, right?
Yeah, we dealt with gnolls
So it
and
was Knowles and like
uh
Ifrit and
yeah.
or Ifriti rather, and
Mhm.
yeah, lots of genies and Knowles and desert stuff.
Basically. Yeah,
Mhm.
so Efoot don't know. No comment.
Okay.
It was like an ancient Osirian name or something. Actually, I don't even know if Osirian is like it's
It wasn't. I mean, Osiria was
not even-
mentioned in that story once, but I don't think it had anything.
I think that was the closest like power from that era though, because I think Osirian was like Osiria. Actually, no. Did Osiria come up after the Aslan Empire fell? It might have. I don't remember how they line up in the timeline. There might have
I
been
don't know.
because I know also there was there was an empire in that area as well that had the flying castles that were in Mummy's Mask.
Ooh.
The
Those
So
are
that
Shori?
was
cool.
the Shori, yeah.
Yeah,
But I think the Shori were before as the Aslanti Empire.
I think Shori, yes, definitely would
I
be
think they
before.
predated it, and I don't remember. I think I can't remember if Osirian like came up like at the same time as Aslanti or if it was like after the Aslanti Empire. I think it was after though. So I'm not actually sure who was in that area during the Aslanti Empire. Maybe nobody was there, or no, it was the Serpent Folk, right? Or no, that might have been before him too. I
I
don't
don't know.
actually
You're
know.
the one who read the book. I don't have access to that book.
Yeah,
It'd probably be
whatever.
the Inner Sea Guide, right? I don't.
Yeah, that
I
has
should
some of that,
probably
a lot of
read
that stuff
that.
in there. The Inner Sea Guide's really good. I recommend it.
Yeah.
I think even like they had I haven't even bought it, but they have like a second edition setting guide book or whatever. But it's like it's actually like not as long as the Inner Sea World Guide, so it's actually like not as like if you're even if you're GMing like second edition,
Hmm.
Inner Sea World Guide is probably still your best bet because it's only like I mean maybe you get like a little bit of both, but like because the only difference really is stuff that happened during Pathfinder First Edition, so it's like I don't know like 15 or 20 years or something difference in the timeline between the two, but like I mean quite a bit's changed, but
Right back.
yeah. Anyway, so Casimir he tells you well, if you're looking for other adventures to have, perhaps figuring out if these strange outsiders have anything to do with the this extra planar nonsense that was going on or not. I mean, even if they weren't involved, it's still a mystery that I would feel much less uneasy about this whole situation if I knew who they were and what they were doing here. We were very careful when we settled this island to make sure that there weren't anybody else on here. We didn't want to become the next terrible colonial story you'd hear about of people coming in and kicking out the other natives. We wanted to make sure there weren't any other natives. We were positive that there weren't any. So they must have come from somewhere. But where? Did they just come in on a boat just like us?
Possible.
But anyway, I'm hoping that perhaps you could make contact with them or something.
Oh. Sure. I got nothing better to do.
Very good. I'm glad that you've accepted this.
Yeah. You guys want to come? I mean, I can go alone, I guess.
Yeah, I'll go.
Come
Sorry,
with me. I'd like to give you some sort of official document that you could give them that that so you could speak for me if you find them as the leader of this village here, this settlement. I'd like to bestow official authority on you to be able to negotiate with them if needed.
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'm back.
Alright. So he leads you out of the vault and goes over to um to the back basically of the manor, and there's a like a small another staircase back there that leads up into like a second way to get up to the top floor, and he goes up to the top floor and he has like this kind
Mhm.
of office that you can like see out into the bay into, and um he goes over to like a desk over there. It's got like some papers and stuff in there, and he sits down at that and pulls out like moves over his like a quill and everything and starts like drafting up like a document. And it doesn't it's not like a super long one, but it basically says like on the authority of Mayor Casimir, I bestow authority upon these people to speak on behalf of Snakeblade for purpose of negotiating um, with other inhabitants of this island.
You should have just given us a paper that says they can do what they want.
That's sort of what it says, but a little more um,
Not
legally
like Ron
sounding, I
Swanson.
guess. Yeah. So he kind of like shakes it to like try to dry the ink a little bit, and gives it to you guys. Hands it to Efoot, who's the one that kind of has spoken up most about it.
Yeah,
What is
yeah.
this for?
So while you went AFK for a second, he basically was asking, "Hey, can you go try to find these strangers that they've been hearing about and like try to make contact with them?"
I
And
see.
Efoot's like, "Oh yeah, I'll do that."
You can come. You don't have to.
We were sort of looking for them anyway.
Oh, okay.
Do we just want to make contact with them, or are we like bringing them in? Is this like a bounty?
Oh
No,
no, of course not.
no.
We don't know if they mean us any harm or not, but we do want to know
So
their intentions.
he was saying that they thought the island was completely vacant, so they're surprised that they're even here. So they want to make contact and figure
Oh,
out.
I'm very confident that it was vacant. They must have come from somewhere outside, but I don't know from where they would have come. Like,
So we're there to figure it out and make judgment, and he's giving us all the approval to do what we want, which
if they
means
came from,
slaughter them if we have to, right?
well, I'm hoping it doesn't come to that, but
But it's on the table.
if they're threatening the people living here, then I'm afraid that there would be no other option, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think they've done anything hostile unless they're connected somehow to these fire methods that were attacking earlier. If
Mm.
they're controlling these portals or something, then perhaps. But even so, I'm hoping that even if they are hostile, that perhaps we can reach an understanding and they'll stop being hostile. And we can learn to coexist on this island.
Yeah, sure. That I seen. It's possible. I seen it.
Well, I hope we're both right then.
Hmm. I'm not sure what language it is that they spoke. What was it? The orc that we spoke to said that they spoke some kind of strange tongue, and it wasn't anything I speak. And I speak things like Infernal and Islanti.
Oh.
Right. That's why I'm very curious, because if they came from Taldor or something, we'd understand them. Like, I mean, I guess it's possible they came from Osirian or something, but they weren't described as I feel like somebody would have recognized if it was. They would have, but I mean, maybe that's the only place I can think of that they could have maybe came from.
Hmm.
We're too far away from them to come from anywhere in Tiansha.
All right, well, I guess we'll busy ourselves with this.
I'd be in your debt if you did.
I could learn. Dang it. I haven't picked my first level spell yet, but I guess it would be a little comprehend languages.
Sure. No, we could. Well, the thing is, you guys learned about this thing happening when you guys were still level 2. So I mean,
So I could spend like a little bit of time in this town. I don't know what kind of resources they have, but bards just learn inherently from their surroundings and observations of somebody else. So I'll pick that.
all right.
All right.
Is there anything else I can help you with, or would you like me to escort you off out of my manor here, or would you like to stay for dinner?
Uh,
Well, I mean, that sounds like an invitation. It'd be rude to turn down an invitation.
I wonder if he's just being polite, but I will say I would love to stay for dinner because the alternative is eating the inn food, which isn't bad, but I'm sure this dinner will be much better.
Little do you know, he actually orders takeout from the inn. Oh,
There should be takeout.
that's my Uber Eats.
There should be halflings or something that operate like, I don't know, to-go kitchens or something like that.
They're
They would
probably
do that.
Yeah, that sounds like something they would do.
Oh wait, I
Maybe
don't
so.
get to learn comprehend languages this level. Wait. Yeah. 4. I should have 4. Yes. Oh, I guess I get to pick a cantrip as well.
No, he's got like his own cook. He's got his own personal cook that lives in the manor.
Wonderful. It
So
just
he
happens
just
to be the same cook who cooks for the inn.
that would be pretty funny, but no. Uh, he he gets up basically and he goes and like lets his cook know basically like I'm going to have guests tonight. Quite a bit actually, so prepare extra food. And the cook's like, I can't work under these conditions. I quit.
All
No,
right.
he doesn't do
Uh-oh.
that. Yeah, he takes it in stride. But yeah, so yeah, I guess if you guys wanted to hang out there, then he he tells you as well, like, his and Gonkul's library's open to you if you'd like to, peruse in there. And um, he's got like a balcony where you can see port. It's not really. I don't think there's any ships coming in today, unfortunately.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
yeah, basically he lets you make yourself comfortable, I guess, while you're waiting for dinner and whatnot. But
Mm-hmm.
he offers his hospitality.
That's very kind, and once we're having dinner, having conversation, all that, I think I would love to hear about some of his and Gunkul's like past expeditions and adventuring. What kind of stuff did they get up to?
Okay. Um, let's see. He will tell you about one of the one of the last adventures that he went on where they had to fight a red dragon. It was a
Wow.
pretty old red dragon that had been and been basically had been hibernating for quite a while. So it actually had been in that area for a while, but a settlement had like moved in during that hibernation, and when it woke up, it kind of had like taken offense to him, encroaching on his territory. But these people, they've been living there for like 3 generations by this point, um, which wasn't a lot of time for a dragon, but for the people living there, it was. And yeah, he talks about how like him, Goncool, and like uh, 2 other people uh, went and fought this dragon, and him and Goncool were the only ones that survived the fight, but they did kill the dragon.
Oh wow. I wonder which of us will die if we ever fight that big dragon we saw over this island.
Hopefully, none of you. But he says that was kind of the reason
I'll
why that
probably
was
die. I'm a
the
rabbit.
last adventure we went on too. Is that like we couldn't really see you know finding another getting more people into the group and like starting over again in that sense. And also, I mean, starting a settlement out here is trying to make a beacon of freedom. It's always been something that I've wanted to do.
Wow, that's very inspiring.
So, but that's a lot of the wealth that bankrolled this came from that dragon.
Oh, he had a horde. Of
That's right.
course.
And we gave some of it to the village, um, because they trying to help them. They had suffered a lot from at the hands of this dragon. It felt only right to give them some of the spoils of killing the dragon, but everything else it went into. Um, a lot of it's still there in that vault. Some of that
I
stuff that
say
you
that's
have,
that's where the
yeah,
vault is. Okay.
some of that stuff I just gave you came from that dragon.
I see. I see. Well, that's a very sad story to. I'm sorry about your adventuring companions, but at least you did the town a great service, and you've done good things to build it up since.
Yes, it's been a long time that this has been in the making, but so far I feel like it's been worth it.
Yep. And what are we eating, by the way?
Uh,
Rabbit stew.
As long
yes,
as it better not be
it's
rabbit.
rabbit. No, I'm just kidding. It's I mean, for you, you probably have like some sort of vegetables,
Yeah. Okay.
but yeah, it's actually probably like a lot of like seafood stuff actually for like seafood and um some of it would be like crops grown or imported, but
Okay.
so there'd be like a salad as well or something, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll
As for
a
I'll
lot of it
compliment
sushi,
seafood.
him on the food.
Yeah,
And say your chef will compliment his chef, but your chef is excellent.
yeah.
This
Compliments to the
is
chef.
yeah, this is a wonderful meal. All right, that's all for me. I was really curious whenever he mentioned like all the stuff in the vault. I
Hmm.
was just hoping he would tell us about it.
Yeah, he kind of did.
Yep.
All right, I'll be right back. I use the restroom, but.
Okay. Guys, the GM's gone. Let's sneak down to the vault and steal the rest of the stuff.
It's fine. He doesn't watch the recordings. He wouldn't know.
He actually does.
He's like 2 hours into the wait, what? Okay, 1 hour into the session, I left. What did the players say while I was gone?
Fuck that Pluto guy.
I watch the end of my sessions a lot just to remember what I left you guys on.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I think he does the same thing. Yeah. So we're gonna go talk to some things. I don't know what they are, if they're people or not, but
All right, I'm back.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, at the end of the dinner, Casimir says um, like, Gonkul's told me that you've been helping him look into this mess with this dragon that was spotted on this island. As I'm sure you know you can probably gather from from the story I told you before, we take dragons very seriously. I am hoping that you'll continue to help him as well if he needs any more assistance. And I'll send word to you when he gets back.
Wonderful. Yeah.
And he walks you, in front of the manor basically, and says, "Well,
Yep.
until
Thanks for having us.
till we speak again."
Yep. Bye bye.
All right, you guys go out and
Go back to the inn.
go back to the inn or wherever you guys are staying. Shazra probably goes back to his uncle's house. Actually, some of you guys
Yep.
have houses now, right? Like some of you guys got that
Yes.
lined up. Like you guys
it's in the works. Yes.
I don't remember. We had to pick a job to work in the city to get a free house. Is that right?
basically, yeah. So I
I
know
don't think I
Vandir
did
got
that.
one, I think.
I'm in the northeast part of town over there on
I
the
think
the
Malice got one as well, which he's probably at his house right now, but maybe.
I bought a plot of land and I'm building my own.
Okay, but did Tactic get a house?
I don't remember.
No, I don't think so.
Alright, are we just staying at the inn together?
I think I'm sleeping outside. I think that was my decision.
Okay.
Billy's like, I gotta go get a room.
Yeah,
Hello,
I'm a rabbit.
Talking rabbit here. I would like a room.
Yeah, I would just sleep next to Tactic. I have a tiny tent or something.
Just
perhaps.
sleep in somebody else's house. They won't
Or
even know
no.
you're there.
I probably would sleep in the saddlebags on the dire rat.
There we go.
Fortunately, it's summer on a tropical island, so it's
Yeah.
if you sleep outside, it's actually perfectly fine.
You probably
Except
take
for the
the
bugs. Ugh.
whatever the saddlebags are or
There
whatever
might
off
be
the dire
bugs,
rat,
yeah.
and then I sleep inside one of the big bags, inside one of the big pouches.
Also, if there's a tropical storm that blows through or something, then it might suck
Or
to stay outside. But
snakes.
Oh,
I mean, the city is named Snakebite. Or Snake something. No, something
Snake
about
blade, yeah.
snakes. Blades.
that's
Oh god,
true.
snakes with
And
blades. Oh shit.
I am a rabbit. Well, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, I don't get attacked by a snake.
I think I can't remember if you guys know out of character why it's called Snake Blade. I can't remember I can't remember if you guys know in
No.
character.
I don't
No.
remember
Isn't
out of
there
character.
an
at least.
actual thing?
Snake Blade is the name of an actual weapon.
Yeah.
It's Casimir's weapon.
Oh, okay. That's
I should
neat.
name my sling.
I remembered something about it.
Yeah,
Pluto.
the city's named after his weapon. There's also a statue of him holding the weapon in the center of town.
Oh, how narcissistic. Sorry,
I mean, a little bit, yeah.
You know what I want, Blues? I want one of those snake staves. Once I can hold a staff.
What, one of those staves that like turns into?
Like the white and black snake that shoots.
Oh, the magic missile staff.
Yeah.
I got
That thing is sick. But I would have to be able to hold it.
At will, caster level 3 magic missile. Pretty good.
Yep.
Pretty good as long as you're not facing things with spell resistance. Then it's pretty useless. But I think it also counts as a
But my spell pin would apply or not?
I don't think so, but maybe.
I thought spells cast from staves used.
I think it might apply there, but it doesn't use your caster level.
Correct. Yeah, that sounds right. Anyways,
But yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that. It might just
I
be.
have spell pin and I have spend a point from my pool to make like a roll with advantage on spell pin.
Okay.
Or maybe it's 2 points. I don't remember. It is.
Yeah, that one of the
There's like
frenetic
some. There's like some. Oh
mutations.
no. I have to do it before I do the concentration. So I have to like either know already they have SR or guess. That was the downside.
Yeah.
You can't decide after the fact.
All right. Well, you guys all are able to rest, and you can heal off any more ability damage or whatnot that you guys might have. Should you all just hit the night's rest button?
Yeah, I'm finding button. Here it is. Cool. I'm no longer ability damaged.
Here, I'll hit it for Malice here. I don't know if he had any ability damage. I don't know if it actually. That's the other thing. I actually don't know if it automatically heals ability damage. Can't remember. I think it does. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. Definitely heals hit points and restores your spells, though. And what do you guys do from there then?
Well, once we're rested, let's see. We need to go look for those people, I guess.
Yeah.
We could check back where we checked before, but it seems like they had abandoned that location.
He told us they would be over here, right? He told us where we could find them.
Well, no, Casimir doesn't know where they are exactly. But
Oh, we'll have
you
Tree
guys
Man
have
check them.
you guys tracked them last time, and you guys followed a trail basically they'd left behind for a while, but then eventually the trail kind of ended.
Mm-hmm.
But
Maybe
you
if we
guys
go
could
back to
you
that
could get back
location
to
and
that
try to...
location again, and you could try
Yeah.
going in the direction that the tracks were going. That's something you could do. You could try to look for new tracks over there, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe they returned to the area or something. Um, yeah, I mean that's just spitballing some ideas. If you guys have maybe you guys have some magics or something you could use as well.
I don't have too many that are good for.
I don't think
finding
I
things.
do.
Yeah.
Unless we find any dead bodies. That's all I'm saying.
I think we should just look in different
Yep, speak with
places.
dead could end up coming up. Speak with animals, for example, would be something that could be useful, perhaps.
No.
By the way, Pluto, I didn't tell you, but my spell I took is magic missile. So I don't know if having that staff would be that useful, but it probably would be still. I'm like, okay, I need a spell that's not mind affecting that maybe can do some damage, and I'm a rabbit. So yeah, that's what I came up with.
Yeah, magic missiles pretty much always going to be useful unless somebody casts shield.
Yep. So what are we doing? Are we going back to where we followed that trail?
to their like abandoned place?
I
Or
don't
just
know what
looking
that
for
means.
new? Because the orc had told us where he had seen him before.
Mhm.
But it looked like they hadn't come back there for a while. But I guess we just try and find new
tracks.
tracks.
Do you guys go to that area then again? It was up in the
Yeah.
northern
To
end
start,
of that.
yeah, start there. Okay.
Yeah, it was up in the northern end of the island.
Yeah, let's do that. I guess we'll get up relatively early in the morning because we have a pretty long way to go.
Okay.
And off we go.
Off you go. Let us roll. I'm gonna roll a percent die here.
Dang it.
What, do you want to roll it?
I had it typed ready to go, but it's fine. No, it's fine.
You can roll one.
It's ruined now. It's gonna be a bad one.
Okay.
I'll still do it though because I love D100s no matter what.
All right.
Wonderful. Maybe some perceptions along the way.
Yeah, let's get some perception rolls. That was actually what I was about to ask.
I just want to get some rolls going, you know.
Yeah.
The wrong tab.
This is my
Ooh,
only
nat
skill
20.
that I have 3 ranks in is perception.
Yeah. Do you have like one of points for a bunch of
One of every
knowledges?
knowledge, yeah. Oh, actually, spellcraft I also have 3 because identifying.
Joe's gonna roll.
All right. I just don't have Ron. I don't have Vandir's perception
Oh,
roll.
sorry.
Okay. While you guys, as you're getting fairly close, actually, Billy, you notice, you think you notice some movement in the, kind of to your left of like where you guys are traveling.
Okay, like are there woods there or something or?
Yeah, you guys are traveling through woods, basically.
Okay.
Like, I mean, a relatively like tropical kind of
Well,
forest, but
this is convenient because I will just say in my head and people's heads that I see movement over there in the trees, and that we should maybe not act like we see it and just see what happens. Yeah, like if it's someone trying to like spy on us, we just like keep an eye out on it, but not stop or anything.
okay.
See if the party wants to do that.
What do you think, party?
Sure.
Okay.
So like I just keep
You're not, so we're
walking.
not.
So you guys want to act like you don't know that there's like something or someone nearby.
But pay close attention to it, like through what's it called? Your peripheral.
Okay. I might need bluff checks then. So,
Oh boy.
yeah. Those of you who,
Sorry.
if there's anybody who just like is going to just like say, I'm just going to just stare straight ahead and not look around, but those of you that want to try to like catch eye of like what he's talking about without looking suspicious or like you sense something's up, roll me a bluff check.
Oh, I'll fail this bluff check for you. I'd stare directly ahead.
I didn't do the work.
Did mine not roll?
I don't see
It did
it.
not. Okay, let me. Hello? Oh wait, whenever you click the button, you have to click normal to roll a normal roll and not a take 10.
Okay.
Fun
To be
fact.
fair, you are a rabbit.
I mean, I don't get it. What would that have to do with it?
The odds that they think a rabbit is eavesdropping
Oh,
is pretty low.
yeah. Yeah, they don't.
They
They
might
don't
not.
think I'm acting sus.
Yeah, they might not even notice even if you failed the bluff check, it might actually not matter as much when you are a rabbit.
Yeah, fair point.
That
Fair point.
rabbit like that rabbit really looks like he's
That
onto us.
rabbit is looking at me.
Damn it, you've been hitting that bottle again.
He's on to me. Okay. So you look around and like all of you that are like, trying to do that, trying to keep like not look suspicious about it. You do see it looks like somebody you kind of catch a glimpse as well of like you kind of can hear something like some cracks and like rustles that sound like maybe like of like underbrush and such, but it kind of it kind of stops like and you don't see it doesn't seem like it approaches you. It seems like it's moving in general. Maybe parallel with you for a little bit, but then like away from you.
um. Okay. Well, I guess when it's moving away, I say, okay, perhaps we should follow it if we hear it. Yeah, moving away like that.
Okay,
Then we can
let's
follow
follow
it.
it.
Okay.
Cool. So yeah.
Do you guys try to like be stealthy about it?
No.
I will, but the party doesn't have to.
I would be the stealthiest rabbit ever.
I'm a tiny rabbit,
Your
so I
rabbit,
may
your
as
stealth
well.
probably is really good, actually.
It's not bad. It's not a class skill for psychic.
I'm small
But
because I like have a natural spell stealth, but like I
yeah.
ain't actually trying. See, look at that. Like if I tried, but I'm not. My brain doesn't work that way. You might have to give her like instructions.
Plus 14. You're like, I'm not actually good at stealth, but then you look around, it's like, well, okay, maybe I am actually. Hold on a minute.
I'm so small. These guys are like hitting every branch with their big shoulders and wide
You're like,
statures.
you're just like used to living with goblins. Like compared to other goblins, you're like clumsy and
I'm the
but then like
noisiest, yeah.
yeah, it's like the whole thing of like Goku's like the weakest Saiyan. It's like, yeah, sure, if you say so. Although it's not true by the end of it, but like at first.
Whoa, spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoilers for
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z.
Spoiler.
Hey, I've never watched it, to be fair. I've only seen power-up moments because when I did click on it, that seems to be what they were doing.
I mean, that was
And because I
like
had no
50% of the show.
context, I was like, okay, well, 5 minutes of this, I'm like, all right, let's go watch something else. So,
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I can't really blame you too much.
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna ask for another perception check as well.
When are you going to ask for it? No, I'm kidding.
Right now.
Element OP. I hit someone's die and made it a 2.
I would.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be funny if you can affect other people's die?
Yeah.
As you are moving, following where you saw that motion kind of run off to,
Mm-hmm.
you've kind of like stopped hearing the motion, like you've stopped being able to track it for a little while, but you're still going in that direction. And Billy, you see someone hiding in a tree, like they've climbed up in the tree, and you see it's a person looking down at you guys, trying to avoid being spotted.
Oh yeah, that'll explain why I don't see it. I'm too low on the ground. I don't. How does the
This
rabbit
is
see
how
it?
not to be seen.
Oh, he's on somebody's head, I suppose.
Tactic
Yep.
probably notices as well. It's a 21 perception.
Yeah, no, and I like to have Billy on my shoulder or on my head.
Tactic maybe notices it like a split second after
His
Billy
head
does.
turns.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
I'll say to
Yeah.
people in their head, like, there's a guy in that tree.
Oh.
what would he look?
It looks like a woman, actually.
Do they look
a woman.
hostile or scared? What?
You can roll a sense motive, I guess.
Oh,
You're not sure 100%, but you think it looks like she's trying. Like she's not. She doesn't seem like she's ready to like ambush. It looks like she's like holding her breath and like maybe scared.
I'll this this may be dumb. I'll
Like it looks
say
like she's leaning back away and like trying to create
she's
as
trying
much
to
distance.
hide.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
like it doesn't look like
into
she's
her
ready to
head,
pounce.
"Hi there, how are you doing?"
Yeah,
She
that'll go over
she
well.
jumps and falls out of the tree.
Oh, what the heck?
Want
You
to
guys all
try
see
and
her
keep her
now.
from hitting the ground, like
Oh,
catch her.
okay, sure.
Oh.
I think you can try, but you're also like keep in
You're
mind
small.
you're small, so she's like twice.
And
Yeah.
also,
Right, but I'm
I
also
jump
on
off of
a
you when you
dire
try
rat.
and do this.
Oh, even worse. You're gonna
Okay.
smash 3 people: a rabbit, a dire rat, and a rat.
I jump off.
Okay, you jump off. I guess roll a reflex save.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm good.
Okay, you manage to like react as soon as you see her like jump and fall from the tree. You react and you like ride the rat over and are able to kind of like get underneath her and I guess cushion her fall. She kind of lands on the rat. The rat doesn't like it, kind of screeches out, uh,
I can help with
but like
that.
he's
So.
fine. And you see like this. It looks like she's probably like maybe in her late teens or early 20s, and she looks
Human?
absolutely terrified looking up
Or
at you.
is
Yeah,
she?
human. She looks like
Okay.
a human, and she looks like she's absolutely terrified.
Oh, no, okay. Shh.
And she like tries to scramble away from you, and she's like, um,
Yeah, we're
and she's
probably
like,
scary looking.
yeah,
Aside from the elf.
she's like kind of
I'm
going
a
like,
rabbit.
"Ah," and she says something incomprehensible as she like runs away, and she kind of scurries up against a tree, and like she's like kind of in like the fetal position almost, like has her hands up, kind of like trying to shield herself, and like what do you do?
I diplomacy her and I tell her it is
Yeah.
okay. We are friendly.
She says something incomprehensible to you at the moment.
Oh. Okay.
It's definitely a language that none of you know.
Wanna bet? I cast comprehend languages.
Okay, well there you go.
And I tell her that despite our appearance, we're actually friendly. We're looking for a group of what are they that we're looking for? The creatures. Are they
I don't think we know. That's
You talking about the fire methods, or
No, I don't
Yeah.
think we're looking for
no.
Well,
creatures. We're
I
not
think you're
looking for
looking for
creatures.
people.
We're looking for people.
humans? Like a group of humans?
I mean, they
Most
looked
likely.
like humanoids, right? But they had hoods,
Mhm.
if I recall.
So we don't know. So
You don't know for
just
sure, but
a group
you
of
probably
camp.
have found who you're looking
A
for.
camp
Honestly,
of people.
Yeah, I have a feeling that this person
this
is one of
matches the
those people.
descriptions.
Yeah, and
Um,
I'll roll a diplomacy to
unfortunately,
try to make her feel a little better. Oh, I can't
Wouldn't she have
speak.
to
I can only
understand you?
comprehend. Yeah.
unfortunately, you can only comprehend. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But I say that.
you understand her saying in some language you understand. I don't know. What do you want from me? And she's terrified. I don't understand you. What do you want?
Oh.
And she's like glancing around, trying to like look for like a way out, but you guys are kind of have her like probably kind of surrounded at this point.
I don't know
I'm
what to
gonna.
do, so I pull out my
I'm.
toad and I hand it to her.
I'm gonna hop off my rat and slowly walk up with my hands out and open. Just like, "Shh, it's okay.
Is
It's
there
okay."
anything noticeable about what they're wearing or if they have any markings on them?
You don't see any markings, and yeah, it looks like she's wearing like pretty simple clothes, like, but nothing that is from like a culture or anything that you recognize. Like, it doesn't nothing stands out about you on towards it.
So I'm gonna
But
try and
I will
offer
say,
her like a piece of food or something.
since you speak as Lanty, you do notice that the language does sound like there's occasionally she'll say like a word that you're like, I know that word. That's an Aslanti word. Like you think whatever language she's speaking is related to Aslanti, but you can't understand it
Okay.
because if it if it is Aslanti, it's like a very it would be like a dialect of it or something that you don't know.
Maybe if you speak Aslanti to her, she'll have the same thoughts as you do. And recognize it. Ish.
Maybe. Um, I'll say something to her in Aslanti to see if she, whatchamacallit, recognizes it or at all.
Okay.
I just greet her.
Um, she she's kind of like focused on you now then, and she's still like looks has that kind of like panicky look, and she's breathing fast, but like looks like she's kind of like okay, like trying to calm herself down, and she's looking, and she tries to like she kind of repeats what you said to her as like as Lanty greeting, like she repeats that back, and uh Efod understands it as well because of comprehend languages, but
Yeah, suddenly I
perhaps it's like a shared
understand.
word. She knows that one.
Okay. Hmm. I tell her we're from the village.
Okay. Um, she seems to not understand what you mean though. And she kind of like repeats it to herself under her breath, but doesn't give you a response. She's trying to like figure out what you mean.
What I said was very simple. If she can't understand that, then I don't know how much we can communicate with her.
Well, she might not know there is a
She does
village.
after repeating that question to herself a couple times, she says, what village?
Ah, see? She said, what village? Yeah.
Um, I point in the direction that we came from, and I say snake blade.
She she says that word like snake blade, and then shakes her head. He's like, I don't know what that means.
Ask where her camp is.
Hmm. I don't know if we can just go around asking her where she's from yet.
Why not?
I know she's sort of at our mercy, but
Well, you guys have a official document that gives you the ability to the right to negotiate on the
Oh,
behalf
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah. I hand her the document. She can't read it. She
Can't read it. No, she 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 looks at it and like looks back at you, looks at it, and she's like, she kind of like you see her eyes kind of like tear up, like she's like, I don't know what to do with this.
I don't know what to make of that. I take the document back.
Yeah, she lets you take it back from her.
I just want to say something to her to that. Let's see. I don't know. Like like a word for like explorers or adventurers.
Okay.
And I'll gesture to us.
Okay. She kind of like looks around and like it seems like she maybe gets what you're saying. And she says like a word that you're not quite sure you know what it means, but you hear her also say a name that you recognize. She says the name Aerodel.
Aerodel. That's an odd
Like
coincidence.
something Aerodel.
Well, I mean that sounds familiar. We knew that there was someone talking to Pedriarch named Aerodel.
Did you say Patriarch out loud?
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to respond to that name, but
Dang it.
But I tell you guys. Just that we're on the same page here.
I'm trying to think if we know anything else about that. I don't know.
I will ask her as simply as I can if she will take us to her village.
take us to your leader.
Yeah, it doesn't sound great.
She gives you kind of like a tearful nod and stands on shaking legs and begins
I
to
offer, like, I hold up my hand, like, trying to help her up when she tries to start trying to
okay.
stand.
And yeah, she begins to kind of move towards kind of in the direction you guys were already going originally. Um and yeah, she begins to lead you along the way.
Fun.
And yeah, you could still see that she's like definitely still like really scared and like not in a
Shaken. Yeah.
yeah, like she's still pretty shaken about this whole like encounter, but she does seem to be leading you somewhere at least.
Most foul.
All right, march on.
One, two, three, four.
Yep. And she's leading you through the forest and eventually you guys run into like two more people and when they tense up when they see like you guys with her and she kind of like tries to you can hear like explaining something to them but actually efoot how long does comprehend languages last it's like at this point half hour right so
I don't know. Let's look.
I think it's 10 minutes per level so you probably still have comprehend languages up.
Does it see? Yeah. Yeah, it's half hour.
Okay so you still have comprehend language up so you can understand that she's explained like I got these guys kind of surrounded me, and they said they wanted me to uh lead them uh, to us to the village, and I don't know, I can't really understand them. And one of the other ones looks the other one. He says like, "Go get Olhas."
I legitimately was gonna laugh if the misinterpretation was so bad. They wanted me to lead them. I guess I lead a group now.
I am their new leader. She goes in like, "I am now
I
your
am the
boss.
leader now.
I have more people under my command than you now." And he's like, "Shit, all right."
Oh, well, dang it.
Yeah.
All right, I tell them
One of them
what I
looks
hear.
towards you guys and says like, "Wait here," and probably only Efoot and Billy and Shazra. Does Vandir speak Aslanti? Actually, I can't remember. I can't. We were talking about that
I
earlier.
have very. Give me a second. I have to look in here a lot for this. I don't think I do.
Okay, I couldn't remember for some reason. I was thinking you might have, but
No, I don't.
okay. So it's Shazra and Billy that speak Aslanti. So you guys may be
Yeah.
able to say because it's a pretty simple command. Wait here, and Efoot obviously because comprehend language is still up. And yeah, you can also see like as the other person there, like there's two of them there originally, and one of them runs off, and the other one looks like he's like, and you can, Efoot understands him saying, like it's all right, Elisog, it's all right, it's it's gonna be fine, like kind of comforting her, and so what do you guys do anything while you're waiting?
Uh, I don't think.
I just pass the time by looking around and taking in the surroundings.
Okay, and you can definitely tell this is not like you're not actually at a village yet. Like this is just another spot. Uh, but you do notice that behind them, like you guys are getting fairly close to um, another like volcano cauldron, I guess, like another volcano or whatever, like another magma area. Like you can see there's magma a little ways behind. Um, but there's a few of those on the island, and this is just one of them. So you guys are you probably would even be able, if you looked at a map of the island, you'd be able to tell like where this is roughly. So it's a pretty distinctive landmark.
Okay.
But you do see that guy coming back, and he's got another guy with him, an older looking guy accompanying him from the direction of the volcano, like the cauldron of the volcano. Not the same one that you guys went to before, but um, looks like it's like a second cauldron for like a different volcano or something that's part of this chain here. And
It's a volcano chain.
hmm yeah, the island it's made up from multiple volcanoes.
Mm.
I guess it's sort of think like Hawaii. There's even a small archipelago connected to it as well, like or off of it, but this is like the main island, and it's got a couple of volcanoes on it. More specifically, it's one of those ones where like the volcano basically is what has made the island over a very long time. But and yeah, you see when he gets closer, um, he casts a spell. The old guy that comes in with him casts a spell, which you can
Oh,
roll
I want
spellcraft if you'd
spellcraft.
like.
Yeah. You don't sneak any stuff on me.
Shazra, you can tell that he's casting, in tactic, you can tell that he is casting tongues.
Oh, well, rare.
I
If I
won't even
can't
bother
tell.
rolling.
You can't tell because it's too high level for 16 to catch.
Yeah.
But
You know what? I'll roll so I know. Hopefully.
yeah, you know too. You know he's casting
Okay.
tongues. And he comes up and he says like, "I am Olhas.
I
Who
greet
are
him.
you people?"
I give him my name. I tell him where I'm from.
I don't speak up because I don't
Do
want
you
to scare
tell
them.
him Snakeblade, or do you tell him you're from Cheliax? What do you tell him specifically? You say you're
I'm a
Shazra, and
diplomat
you
from
say
Cheliax.
maybe.
I mentioned Snakeblade. That's kind of where I'm like living, so to speak.
Yeah. Snakeblade. Haven't heard this name before, but we are strangers to this world, so we haven't heard of many places. You'll have to forgive me,
Strangers
my
to this
people.
world?
Yes,
That's a pretty upfront thing to say. Yeah.
we've been away from Galarian for quite a while.
Like,
I'm
on a
sorry if
different
we've been
continent?
something like that. I'm sorry if we've caused you any problems. We'd been told that there was nobody on this island.
Here! And I hand him the letter.
Okay. He
I don't know if
reads
you
the
can read it.
yeah.
Tongues?
Does
doesn't
tongues let
Well,
you
tongues
read?
lets you understand and speak
This is the
languages.
age-old debate, yeah.
Oh.
Does tongues let you read? Comprehend languages definitely does, because it
It
specifically says that you can read and understand.
Hmm.
But tongues just says you can like speak and
you can
understand.
understand and be understood by. So yeah, it doesn't
Yes.
give you the ability to
It doesn't
read.
actually give you the ability to read. Yeah, so he looks at you like, "What? Can you tell me what this says?"
Yeah, I'll read it to him.
Okay. You read it to him, and yeah, it says like, I, Casimir, give these guys the authority to whatever it said. I didn't write it down either, but yeah, he reads it basically as saying you guys have the authority to like negotiate on behalf of Snakeblade. And he says, "Well, I can assure you that we don't mean any harm to anybody in Snakeblade."
Did you summon the fire things?
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
I explained the situation with the methods and the fields.
Well, I can't say for sure where that was from, but what I can tell you is that we got here in much the same way, through a portal.
You were stuck and you decided to go through a portal?
Something like that, yes. There was a portal we didn't have access to before, but some people from this world came into our world and cleared the way for us.
Huh.
See, there was this dwarf named who called himself Brugar. And he basically describes the party from that campaign.
Yeah.
And he says we lived where we lived. There was no sun, and all of our food was provided to us from magic. But the magics have been failing,
Oh yeah, I remember this now.
so we but
Oh my
we were
god.
able to get through a portal. They cleared out. There was this massive at the center of our world. There was this palace. It was Aradel's palace, but anytime we ever tried to, it'd been dormant for so long. We were sure that uh, the folks tales that had been passed down generations, more than generations. That's understating it. We'd been there for so long, but uh, it's a lot to explain. But hopefully you can follow what I'm talking about. And
Is he implying that he is older than he looks?
no, he's implying no, not at all. We've just been living there for a very long time. It's not that I'm old. It's that we. I mean, I don't know how old do I look.
I don't know, how old does he look?
He looks pretty old. He looks like he's probably in his 60s or 70s.
I would guess around 60 or 70 human years.
That's pretty accurate. I'm 68 years old. But anyway, yes, we were brought in there generations ago, but and supposedly it was to avoid a great calamity that was going to be caused by some showdown with the gods, but I've been told that this is a controversial thing to say. So he like looks kind of nervously at you guys. But our founder, a man named Aradel, we would be the children of Aradel, is perhaps would be what you might call us. I know many of my people still refer to us as that. But he had some, what I'm told, are dangerous beliefs.
Yeah, perhaps.
Well, especially that I remember that man Raziel saying as much. That anyway, he wanted to destroy the gods. That was his goal. But he created that sanctum for us to protect us from whatever aftermath might occur. With some confrontation that he was planning to have happen, but
This sanctum. So you came from there, but it was via a portal?
yes, there was a portal within the palace at the center of our world.
Was this portal one way, or was it open
Oh no,
on each side?
we still been returning to it. Most of my people still live in there, and we've been coming here to try to forge resources. As I said, everything that we ever wanted was provided from there. A few of us have tried to move into this world instead, but there are some that are stubborn and don't want to move on. But yes, we were told by this Brugar and Razael and Gorig and what else character's name? It was Gorig was the dragon. There was Savoth. Savoth. She was a small
Mhm.
small reptilian creature, and um, what was Ron's character's name? Was Isol?
Whenever we finish the campaign,
Well, this would have been the second time when you guys went and actually killed the Demi-Lich. I think you were playing that gnome, I think it was a gnome, right? A gnome cavalier summoner. I think his
yeah.
name was I'm trying to remember what his name was. It was like
I died in that campaign.
that character was who you had at the end of the campaign, I think.
Right, yeah.
I
It
think
was
his
a
name
second character I made.
All I remember is
he was your third
Alias.
character actually.
Oh
Yeah, he had
yeah,
'Cause you played
third
Alias and you
character.
played
Yeah,
the brother, right?
yeah, his
the
brother.
dragoon. Hold on. Did I name it? Alcé.
Say, okay, so I did have it right. Or I was close. I don't remember what I said. I think I said Say or something very
I see
It
similar.
was
or
close.
something.
I said I say. Okay, that was close. Anyway, yeah, so maybe that's actually how you remembered it. He like remembers his name wrong. He's like, I say? I think that was his name. No, but
Didn't know
yeah.
him personally.
I don't think Say talked to him much though. I think mostly
Mm-mm.
Raziel, like
Yeah, I
Braziel
was very much
and
like the gods
Brugar.
have tasked, or my god has tasked me with stopping
Yeah.
this.
And I remember like Brugar was getting on Raziel for well, I don't just remember, I actually went back and rewatched this, but um Brugar was getting on Raziel's case because he'd be like Raziel would say something and he'd be like, "Hey, don't need to tell him that much," because like Brugar was like, "We need to be more secretive." But yeah, so
Yeah.
I remember Brugar though. Brugar and Raziel were the main two that like kind of talked to them, that talked to Olhas, but.
Well, all right. That's a lot of information. I tell him that if you are having any kind of doubts of being able to live here, then I strongly suggest that you go and seek Goncool and Casimir. They are the two leaders of Snakeblade. The village is very functional, and I think you could relocate your group there and make a good living. But as far as this like Aradel and this place that you came from, I think we might need to investigate this because, well, we have suspicions that Aradel and someone else he was working with are up to no good.
He shakes his head, like, I don't think Aradel's involved.
Why is that?
I have it on good authority that Aradel's dead.
Can he explain to me?
Well, at least that's what Brugar, Raziel, Ause, and Savoth told me.
Were these other adventures?
Yes, they're the ones that showed us how to get out of that world. But they also killed what remained of Aradel. He kind of says this in like a hushed voice, like, most of the village doesn't really know about it, but he had wasted away and became an undead monstrosity.
Yeah, well, that's never good.
I think it was a demi-lich, but anyway, they took care of it. He's gone. There is no more Aradel.
Hmm. But is his sanctum still there?
Well, yes, we had to pass through his sanctum to get here. But I don't see why you couldn't check it out if you're curious
I
about it.
think that might be a good idea still. We have questions that need answers.
All right then, I can take you there.
All right.
All right, and honestly, that's all I got for this session. So we'll
Oh
investigate
wow.
Aradel's sanction. I know it's a very short session,
Oh,
but
well, I fight
Oh,
him
I
then.
mean, that's okay. We have someone missing with Grim being gone.
that'll
All right,
be for
let's
next
murder
session.
Hobo the Village then.
We'll have Aradel's sanction or Aradel's sanctum rather for next
Sure.
session.
Mm-hmm.
We're going back to the previous
That's right.
campaign.
I gotta import the map from Roll20.
Yay!
Actually, I'll probably make a new one because the Roll20 one was an MS Paint map for Aradel's, like for where you guys it's the spot where you guys actually fought him. I think most of that pretty much everything in that sanctum was MS Paint, and I don't know if I'll recreate it in MS Paint or actually just try to make a nicer map, but I do gotta one way or another import that over. So
All
that's what
right.
I was hoping if I got off earlier, I'd be able to get more of that stuff prepared, but yeah, I didn't get off early
Well,
enough for
dang.
that. But
That's
yeah,
okay.
but yeah, I know. Like I said, not really no combat really this session, but I
I
think
still
True.
had fun.
moved along in there. Big callback to the last campaign there, so hopefully you guys had some fun there. Or not the last campaign, two campaigns
Yeah.
technically, but
Yeah,
yeah.
that's cool. Hearing about the history from Casimir is cool. I feel very inspired as an adventurer now.
Yeah. And you guys got some cool loot, so
And loot. I mean, I don't care about the combat. I just want the loot,
He's with
Pluto.
the loot, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the handy
He's an
hammer is actually
aspiring
such a perfect
musician.
item for me. It's amazing.
This rabbit aspires to be a lutist, man.
Alright, I'll have to send Grim a message as well about what he wants to get for his item as well. So I'll send him a PM on that. But yeah, that's where we're gonna wrap it up.
Okay, do we get experiences? Or none?
Uh,
0.
Nah, I'll just
Was that not an experience enough for you? Come on.
I'll just reward XP for next session.
That's fine.
You're not gonna have enough to level
We
up
didn't really
anyway,
do much, so.
It
That's
was a
fine.
short session, but yeah, I'll pick that up. Like I said, I'll give XP out next session to and take this session into account for next session. So expect a decent amount next session.
Okay.
Sweet.
So probably I might do a little bit of work on this while I'm on vacation in Seattle. There, I'm planning to take a laptop up there with me. So
What are you doing up in Seattle?
mostly watch Mariners games, but I'll probably do some
Oh,
other stuff
lucky
too.
you.
They might clinch the playoffs while I'm up there, especially. I mean, I'm hoping they do. I don't
The
know.
Mariners are my AL like dark horse team.
Yeah, they're looking good this year. They might actually make the playoffs for a change for the first time since 2001. Amazing. but they won today off the bat of Jared Kelnick, apparently.
Yeah, they're like I don't know 4 or 5 games ahead, so they should at least make a wild card.
Yeah, well, the other thing they have going for them is that the Orioles, who are directly behind them, have to play the other teams that they have to play the Blue Jays, I think, who are also wild card teams. So it's like even if the Orioles win all the rest of their games, they have to. That means they're beating the Blue Jays. So theoretically, even if that happened, we
Yeah,
probably still
both
make the
teams could
playoffs.
possibly make it.
Yeah, it's really hard for both the Blue Jays and the Orioles to make it because they play each other. So probably even if the Orioles catch up to us, we'll still make it because if the Orioles caught up to us, it means that the Blue Jays lost a bunch. So
I'd be happy if both the Mariners and the Orioles make it.
I'd be cool with that too, honestly. But yeah, if until it's a for sure thing, I'm rooting against the Orioles in the meantime. Oh, what's the other team? The White Sox, I think, are the other team that might catch up to them, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like somebody they posted the
All right.
math
Good
on it.
night.
See
Good
ya.
night.